is Paul Morgan. I'm the Departmental Manager for Sport Management. When you have a degree title like BA Honours Sport Management and Rugby Studies, Football, Golf and Coaching Studies, naturally you would think that you may be out in the field actually playing. What we try to do is focus much more on the academic aspects of the business side in particular.
The course is academically based, but you get to play sports for the Students' Union.
The type of student that might be interested is someone who's got a passion for sport, but is also keen to study the business behind it. So it might be the marketing, the management aspects, but it's all specifically related to sport.
Most of the modules are very theory based. Sports coaching is one of the most practical based, but obviously it's looking at developing you as a sports development officer or a sports community coach, not so much the next David Beckham, if you like.
We did everything from coaching to marketing, a little bit of psychology, a little bit of science in there. Second year was good, so you're picking your modules and where you want to focus on. Do you want to focus management or coaching or science? And the third year has been, I think, the biggest step up of all. A lot of work and there's a bit more sort of individual study to go with it.
Well, when I came to the open day, I was really impressed with the knowledge of the lecturers. I got talking to one of the main lecturers called Francisco, and he was telling me about the industry links they have with like Wycombe Wanderers, London Wasps, and I just thought, whilst I was at uni, I really wanted to get some work experience as well, and it seemed like they were promising a lot of experience, and that's definitely what has been delivered.
I spoke to a couple of lecturers here, and they really sold it to me quite well. They related a lot of the modules to the industry, which was very attractive.
We like to promote to the students the idea of combining the academic learning with the application, because I'm a great believer that that's one thing that's going to make them more employable.
All the lecturers that I have seem to have very good knowledge of the industry that they've come from, and they're very happy to share their experience with us.
I've only been here for a couple of years, so I've worked in industry, so I know what employees are looking for, and so we're trying to say to students, you need to really start from and engage as soon as you get here and put yourself out, and the ones that are proactive do really well.
They sort of really concentrate on the sort of the practical, the vocational sides, that it's all about sort of your industry knowledge and the industry contacts that you're going to gain while you're at university.
We've got strong partnerships with Wasps, London Wasps, Wycombe Wanderers, and we're finding now that those people that show willing, hard working and want to go off and sort of get jobs in the industry, we're finding that they have success as long as they've sort of applied themselves and got the relevant qualifications. Wycombe Wanderers come down, London Wasps come down on quite a regular basis to talk to the students.
The thing that probably makes us distinctive is the way we use some of those partnerships.
Some of the key guest speakers, Adrian Morehouse was in the other day talking to the sports management students about his experiences and about the principles of leadership and how he can relate from his own business experience to the academic theory that's been presented.
Those links are very clear. It's not a separate activity in terms of gaining work experience that's something separate from their studies. It's something that's actually integral to their studies.
I always compare it to other studies that I've done, like back home. You do speak to your tutors, but here it's more of a relationship that you build.
I've enhanced my CV so much just in these 3 years, more than I have like my whole school life. So if you're willing to put in the effort, then the course will benefit you greatly. Yeah.
But very open, very approachable, and they will sort of listen and try and do the best for you.
I've made some absolutely brilliant friends. I cannot stress that enough, I don't think. I think friends that will stay with me for a very long time.
By the time you finish your degree, you go away with a massive bag full of goodies that you can sell. And one of those is your honours degree, but other goodies are all these opportunities and experience that you have had in the industry.
My name's Freya Coombe and I'm a senior lecturer in the sports courses, covering sports psychology, coaching and strength and conditioning. So we find that in the first year it's all about getting people to the same level, so providing the basics of knowledge. That might be if you're doing sports science in that pathway, it might be sort of the management principles, it might be coaching itself. So looking at the psychology, the coaching process. And then we find that sort of in the second year it's then a development on that theme to increasing the level and looking more analytically at the coaching process or at the principles of sports management. And then finally in the third year you're much more looking to apply that to the industry. So how can you relate what you've learned in terms of the academic theory to what's going out there in practice in the environment? Yeah, one of the strengths of BUCS is that we sort of give you the skills to enable you to go out and work in that profession. So we offer sort of coaching qualifications as part of your degree package and as part of your funding. So you can come in, you can study those, then you can look at how to apply what you've learnt in your lectures to that coaching scenario. So we give you those tools so that by the time you finish university, you've got the knowledge and the skills to go off and sort of work in that industry. I think it's all about sort of keeping up with the latest developments in the industry. We want to send a lot more of our students off to gain experience of coaching. So again, working with our new partnerships with the school sports partnerships in the local area. So can we sort of get the students involved with going into schools and working in there to get an experience of how, you know, the delivery of sport actually works, rather than just sort of reading about it in the textbooks, actually bringing it to life, and they can see that where all the funding from the government goes, how that money's spent and what effect it has actually on the children. A lot of our students also sort of go into sports development, working as either football development officers or county sports development officers. So I think coaching is a big industry. Since the professionalisation of the industry, there are a lot more sort of opportunities out there for people to get paid employment and also full-time employment, not just sort of part-time evenings and weekends, which is what it used to be like.